Taiwan has hit out at China over its continued exclusion from the WHO meet. The 74th World Health Assembly kicked off on Monday amid growing calls for reform. But Taiwan remains locked out for the fifth consecutive year, despite having one of the world's best pandemic responses and amid growing international support for its inclusion. Taiwan has been praised for its handling of the pandemic, and this is when attention shifted to Taiwan's absence from the WHA. Taiwan was invited to the WHA as an observer in 2008, but after a period of intense lobbying from the Chinese Communist Party, Taiwan's observer status was rescinded 8 years later. Since 2016, it has been conspicuously absent from these critical proceedings, but now leading industrial nations have come out in support of Taiwan's observer status in the World Health Assembly. Meanwhile, a surge in domestic COVID-19 cases in Taiwan is now increasing pressure on the government to accept vaccines from China. Taiwan, with China claims as its own, and Beijing have repeatedly sparred over the pandemic since it began. And Taiwan is now accusing Beijing of spreading fake news and preventing its full participation at the WHO. While Beijing says Taipei is playing political games with its people's lives by refusing Chinese vaccines. The island has only received about 700,000 vaccine doses till date, and all of them are from AstraZeneca. This stock is rapidly now running out. Taiwan has vaccinated just 1% of the population with no immediate sign of new shots arriving. The government has kept vaccine purchase details under wraps but has promised more are on the way. Taiwan's opposition is urging the government to allow Chinese vaccines as soon as possible. Pressure is also growing from the industry to address this issue. And according to sources, Apple Inc. supplier Foxconn was exploring directly approaching China's Fosun Pharmaceutical Group for vaccinations for its employees. Fosun has 10 million shots that are expiring in August and is eager to offload them. The source then added that Taiwan Health Minister has said that if the companies wanted to buy vaccines, they had to talk to his ministry. He added that China has not provided enough evidence that its vaccines are safe and that most Taiwanese do not want to take them anyway. Meanwhile, Beijing has called on Taiwan to set aside political differences. In a statement, China's Taiwan Affairs Office claimed that most Taiwanese people are eagerly anticipating the use of vaccines from China. Amid surging cases, the country is considering extending its second highest COVID-19 alert. The alert was due to expire at the end of the week after months of keeping the pandemic under control. The island has reported a further increase in domestic cases despite tighter social restrictions. The total case numbers now remain low compared to some other parts of the world. Most of those infected in the current wave either have no or light symptoms. The island has reported 4,917 cases since the pandemic began, including 29 deaths. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.